in the Vuhledar area the Russian troops are in a bad way. As expected, they did not withdraw their units of the 40th and 155th Independent Marine Brigades of the Pacific Fleet to restore combat effectiveness due to the enormous losses, but sent them almost to the front lines to replenish the personnel. As expected, without equipment. No, the equipment was given but not much, but to be exact, very little. As a result, the main component near Vuhledar, in the next wave of lemmings will be the predominance of infantry masses. That is, the storming of Vuhledar, expectedly more and more resembles the storming of Soledar. The only difference is that the Russian generals do not have tens of thousands of convicts, but a limited number of recruits. And a few more such Vuhledar and waves and the next partial mobilization will have to be announced. But Putin is in no hurry to issue another decree about another coven of conscripts by region. One way or another, Russia will be forced to declare a mobilization. It doesn't matter what it will be called, but there will be full compliance with the general and repressive ones. Otherwise they will not be able to hold the front, not to mention even imitation of epic battles for villages and barns. Regarding the left bank of Kherson region. Yes, indeed, the Russian troops have to some extent reduced their presence there, but it is premature to jump to conclusions and speak of some kind of gesture of goodwill. There are no signs of that. So, what is happening? After the Russian troops fled from the right bank of Kherson region, approximately a month later, their command began to decrease the density of their units on the left bank, as they are vulnerable to Ukrainian artillery fire from the right bank. The occupiers' positions on the left bank are under fire up to 20 kilometers inland, creating increased risks for maintaining a large group of troops in this sector, which would be an easy target for daily, routine shelling by Ukrainian artillery. To reduce losses, the concentration of forces and means on the left bank, particularly in the 20-kilometer zone along the Dnipro riverbank, has been decreased. However, there is still a contingent in this zone, which can be conditionally divided into two functional groups. The first group consists of defensive units intended to deter the counteroffensive of the armed forces of Ukraine in the event of the crossing of the Dnipro River and other incredible scenarios that will not be used, but which the Russian military leadership is panicking about, as well as to conduct sabotage activities. The second group is terrorist. The functions of these units are to conduct terrorist activities and shell the right bank. These are mainly units with Grad multiple rocket launchers that carry out chaotic, indiscriminate shelling of Kherson, and the entire right bank. Thus, the outflow of Russians from the left bank is a minimization of losses, but not a sign of preparation for a new gesture of goodwill. Although the reduction of the presence of units may have a negative impact on the defense capability of this grouping on this foothold. But still, events should not be rushed and desired outcomes should not be taken as reality. Yes, a decrease is being observed. No one is planning to run away yet. Moreover, if the occupants flee from the left bank, they will expose the Zaporizhia grouping from the west, which will result in the loss of the entire Zaporizhia region. They are not yet ready for this.